What's poppin', y'all? This is DJ with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to go. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, check this out. The title of this video is going to be on the fact that, first off, let me say excuse my language, because I am going to cuss a little bit in this video. But you have to realize what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? You may think that you may be the only one struggling, but it's a deeper underlying situation going on. Believe it or not, it's a lot of top flight people that are having to go through certain scenarios that they subconsciously put other people in. And so they're disguising themselves as these people and going around committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? And blaming it on these people as they're the ones that did it. You know what I'm saying? So, really, in all honesty, you feel me? You just got to pay attention and be aware of your surroundings and the things that you do, because these people are having a hard time processing the fact that they now have to sit in the shit that they created. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got niggas dressing like bitches. You feel me? Bitches dressing like niggas. You know what I'm saying? You got, you feel me, top level executive people acting like they homeless. You feel me? Everybody just want to point the finger at somebody, just as long as it ain't at them. You know what I'm saying? And listen, y'all got to realize it's easy to come up with a lie and blame it on somebody and convince everybody around you to also believe that lie, to where people actually start to think it's true. You feel me? So you got to think, if I am someone that sat on the high top of the totem pole on controlling things in my reality, and all of a sudden the tide flips and I start losing shit and I'm going broke. I'm a top level genius at one point in my career. I'm going to dress up as a homeless person and I'm going to go out and commit crimes. You feel me? Because I need to try to hold on to my status, because I'm experiencing spiritual mania. And then I'm going to blame it on them like it's their fault. You feel me? So then what happens is I send the police to target them especially and keep them out of certain areas. So therefore, I am excluded from even fitting in that bracket. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you right now, think about it. Security are rent-a-cops, but they're intentionally outside to target people, you feel me, that has a certain criteria. They fit a certain criteria. You got to think of how easy that would be for a serial killer or a robber or a thief. You feel me? To dress up as someone homeless, go out and commit crimes, and then blame it on them even though they're really innocent. That shit wild, huh? Or you can even be a serial killer, a rapist at night, and then a business person during the day. You feel me? And it confuses the police, because they don't know who to get. You feel me? That's the type of error we living in right now in life, because the people who are once sitting high are also having to experience things in life of the people who were sitting low. Like, for instance, being the fact that my culture people have had to make a way out of surviving, you know what I'm saying, by basically figuring out how to get around certain obstacles. A lot of these top level people that has always had money or figured out how to control the world don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening is they're doing the very same things that restricted us. You know what I'm saying? They're robbing, they're stealing. The same things that the police were sent to target us is the very same things that they're doing now. And they're trying to disclose it by attaching to energy of people that they know vibrate high, so they could look like it's their fault. Find them. Figure out what they do. You know what I'm saying? study them. You know what I'm saying? Basically go around them and do things, you know what I'm saying, and then make it look like it's their fault so that we never have to take accountability for the things that we have done that have been wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I experienced that last night where I was at. There was these two boys, you know what I'm saying? I thought they was skateboarding. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like to me. You feel me? So they asked to like use the trash can I was trying to disguise myself behind. These niggas, you feel me, was finna flip the trash can over the top of the building. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa, 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 what are you guys doing? Oh, we're bored. You're bored, so you flip the trash can over the top of a building exactly where I'm at? Yes. So therefore, they can leave, and they know that's where you be, and it can make it look like you were the one who flipped the trash can over. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, I got them to be like, hey, you feel me? You could do a ton of other things because you bored. But flipping a trash can over, you making it hot, so can't nobody come here. You feel me? Stupid criminals. Like, why would you fuck up and shit where you eat at? You feel me? So then when they tell y'all can't go there no more, y'all get mad like they did something to y'all, when in reality, y'all fucked it up for yourself. You feel me? Like, that's stupid. And so then they were like, oh, just because of you, we ain't gonna... Like, come on, man. You feel me? You can't go around shitting where you play at, and then you can't play there no more because you done fucked it all up. You feel me? Then everything gonna be hot. But you gotta think, the way these people think, it doesn't process to them that they're fucking up where they're playing at. You feel me? They're just gonna go around fucking up everything because they, in their mind, think that as long as I have somebody around I could blame it on, I ain't never gonna get caught. You feel me? Until reality sets in. You know what I'm saying? And you could be exposed, be seen, or be known by someone that is constantly watching your behavior, and they're aware of the fact that you do shit, and then, you feel me, get caught and then act like you don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize and understand that when you're someone who vibrates high on a level where they've been using your energy to create spiritual crimes and blaming it on all the people that didn't know who they were, and now they're being exposed, they don't like that. You feel me? So they intentionally come around. You feel me? They're spies. They're agents. You know what I'm saying? They try to figure out what's going on, what you're doing, so they could go take it back. That's why it's important that you figure out who you are. You feel me? Because they're going to study your routine. They're going to find out where you are. Somebody's going to do something retarded, you feel me, to make it look like it was your fault. And then, you feel me, they can keep going on in their false reality of illusion of life that they live. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but it's real. You feel me? So that's why it's very important that you continue to know who you are. You feel me? Because it's a lifelong thing. You feel me? They're learning something. You're learning something. You feel me? About who you are. But over time, having faith, I think, is one of the things that other side don't really have. Their power and control is ruled by fear. You feel me? Being seen. You know what I'm saying? Having money, doing all this. Like, their character and reputation matter so much to them that they don't want to lose it. You feel me? So if you're an automatic threat to that, they're going to do whatever they can to try to dim your light. You know what I'm saying? Once I started to understand and realize how information is siphoned, it's usually people that you don't even know who are listening to you, who are taking it back to someone that's powerful, and they come into your life spiritually and try to crumble everything you got going on because they work for the other side. You know what I'm saying? So listen, just don't be afraid. You feel me? Continue to speak your truth. Continue to be who you are, because at some point the tide is going to flip. And it's slowly working. You feel me? And these people that have been getting away with shit for so long, they getting caught. It's just that we don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to admit that they finally got to take accountability for the scandalous ass person that they are. You know what I'm saying? They not going to want to publicly admit that. I noticed that about dealing with people who know that they intentionally do things to people and then act like they don't do nothing, and then sell to some type of story to somebody that's gullible, and then that person goes around and sell that story to everybody else. So it actually takes the attention off of them. But when you got somebody like me, you feel me, who have been dragged through by people like that, I'm exposing everything. You niggas want to come after me, I'm snitching on every motherfucking body, nigga. Everybody can get it. You feel me? Period. You feel me? Because it was cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes from taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it. You got to believe at some point a person going to get fed up. That's only common sense. You know what I'm saying? At some point, the universe got fed up with these motherfuckers moving in the dark, acting like nobody see them. They think they're getting away with some shit because they think ain't nobody watched them or seen them. The universe was watching you the whole time. You feel me? You really a scandalous individual, so you can't be shocked when shit starts falling apart in your life. You were doing shit thinking nobody was watching. You feel me? Your integrity matters most when nobody is watching. It's easy to put on a mask and play like you this person in front of somebody. You feel me? But who are you when ain't nobody watching is the question. You feel me? And that's when you get to discover who a person really is for real. You feel me? The energy on the planet just didn't flip for no reason. It flipped because so much shit was being done in the dark that nobody was able to get ahead. You feel me? Because there were so many people that didn't want these certain people to get ahead. Listen, it is a battle against you and you, but you got to also realize that there are people that have power. And when you have power, you have influence, you have control over other people. You know what I'm saying? So if I want people to believe that, you feel me, just fuck and get money and get paid and fuck your issues, and I got power, I'm gonna make everybody else around me do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you start to realize who you are and what you stand for. You feel me? And it's not about controlling nobody else. It's about understanding and knowing who you are, which sometimes offsets the energy. You know what I'm saying? To where you're recognizing how people are realizing how you're influential, but it's irritating because it's like, I don't want to fucking be bothered with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all ain't really who y'all say y'all are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all play in people's faces. You feel me? And smile and are fake. You know what I'm saying? And basically try to steal someone's image to create it for yourself. When really you ain't even like that. You ain't even went through none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, it's basically like understanding the things we were never told. There is a such thing as doppelgangers, and that's people who are in this world who want to be like you. You feel me? Who want to steal your essence, who want to embody everything that you are because they have no soul. You feel me? They gave it away. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they like. They don't know what they're interested in. They don't know what to do. All they've been used to is the program that they've studied in using people and their energy, which means I know how to perform everything that everybody wants me to be to get what I want. But when that shit starts to fade away, they're left feeling lifeless because that performative action that you've been using is no longer valid because people won't catch on instantly. You know what I'm saying? And when they just don't, it's don't argue with someone that know they performative, but they don't want to tell you they performative because you ain't gonna get nowhere. They don't want to admit that they are liars. You feel me? So they gonna be like, I don't lie. What do you mean? Yes, you do. So just stop talking. Stop talking, because you feel me? You ain't gonna get nowhere with those type of people. You feel me? And those are usually the ones that know they're losing this battle. You feel me? And so they're still hell-bent on trying to not lose the battle. So they'll make you think that you tripping or going crazy. You know what I'm saying? When I had that experience every day. So I start to realize more and more, just stop talking. They gonna get a chance to experience exactly what you're talking about because it's gonna be put back in their face fast, instantly, to where, you feel me, you didn't even have to do all that. I know, but sometimes people need to know. You know what I'm saying? You can't target or, you feel me, intentionally try to offset somebody because you feel like you're superior. You feel me? And you got to think, sometimes those are people who like low budget shit. They just like being low budget. They like being lifeless. It's fun over there, I guess, for them. You feel me? They don't got no soul. They just do fuck shit, and they don't care about doing fuck shit for the rest of their life. They ain't never gonna have shit, you feel me? Just gonna be a bum. You know what I'm saying? And they're content with that. But again, before I get too all the way off my topic, understanding and realizing that you have to be mindful of your awareness, you know what I'm saying? Your senses. You know what I'm saying? Who you are, where you be at, you feel me? The location. It's always someone around monitoring. You feel me? Spiritually watching. Because of some invalidness they feel in themselves, they're trying to figure out how to attack you or target you in some way every time you level up. And it's just you leveling up in who you are, your own identity. You know what I'm saying? But that's a trigger for them because these people don't know who they are. And so they use other people to get ahead in life. You feel me? So I could probably say that's probably the downside to my life, is the fact that every time I glow up, I have to realize that it comes with more devils. You know what I'm saying? And these are people that just, they don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? Their whole mission is on dimming your light because they need to get their power back. That's what come with it. You feel me? So you vibrating high and staying at a high frequency is you know what I'm saying, something that will help you be able to ward off the attack, because the attacks that they send towards you are only effective on low vibrational people, because these people are naturally low vibrational. They're performative. So they perform happy in front of others, but behind the scenes, they're very low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? So their attacks only work when you're low vibrational because they've studied your energy. You know what I'm saying? And they're only using attacks that they feel like can still get to you. But when you actually become stronger in those attacks, they don't know what angle to hit. You feel me? You got to think. I come from a black culture, so the first thing is steal the stability. Take away the things they survive on. You know what I'm saying? Try to figure out where to hit them where it hurts. You feel me? It's been working in the past, but fuck, this time it ain't working. Because you got your wall built up. You figured out how to get around whatever it is that's sent to target you. You know what I'm saying? But these people, they won't give up without a fight, because that is what they use to keep certain people in power. You know what I'm saying? If you standing in your power and you know who you are, you're going to automatically trigger people sometimes by just being in their presence. They going to figure out how to irritate you some way. Come up with an imaginary argument because they're mad at themselves. You feel me? Because whatever imaginary illusion they have been following is no more effective. You know what I'm saying? It's listen, if you think about it, it's not really hurting anybody, but it's kind of like, damn, you got an attitude for no reason. You just mad at life. You feel me? And now you upset, and you taking it out on everybody else for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And that is because the energy has flipped, and the system that they followed is no longer going to be as effective, and they're upset because it was working for so long. And it's affecting not just some people, it's affecting everybody. But you got to think, if I've been making thousands of dollars, you are patrolling and monitoring a certain group, and now these people know who they are, and now I got to go broke. I'm going to steal who they are and commit crimes doing what they do, who they are, and then blame it on them. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get a certain target. You feel me? So be mindful in who you are. Stand in your power, because, again, there are people that I just seen on the news today that are dressing up like ICE agents. They got their whole face covered. You feel me? And going out and committing crimes. You feel me? Don't nobody know who's who or what's what, because everybody is in disguise. You feel me? It's kind of scary, but then it ain't scary to me because it's all performative. You can't scare someone who's actually being themselves and you being fake. You feel me? Because I see you. Just like you see me, I see you. You feel me? It's awareness. What used to be, senses that I had that I didn't know how to tap into, I'm now aware on how to use them. You feel me? So I see you just like you see me. You feel me? And that's the part they fear the most. You feel me? You were never supposed to be able to learn how to do that. Because now we would have to come to the conclusion of figuring out how to be ourselves, and we just don't know how to quite get there. So when your voice radiates from just speaking and doing content that's true, it has a big effect. You feel me? And it vibrates and sets off and triggers, you feel me, inside of people, whether they're close to you or far away. You feel me? And it automatically makes their spirit feel some type of way. You feel me? And they start doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So listen, understanding and being mindful of the fact that a lot of people basically are trying to still paint an image of a certain group of people. So they're disguising themselves as this type of group and committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? And trying to blame it on someone that's high vibrational. You know what I'm saying? And again, you got to think about it. Oftentimes, the superiors, the people in power, won't protect you because they know that the tables are turning, and now they have to take responsibility for the things that they have been doing, and that is not acceptable. So we need to find whoever it is that's revealing this truth and figure out a way to target them energetically. You know what I'm saying? Which means it's never a direct hit, but it's an orchestrated plan. You feel me? That if they don't know what's going on, they're going to take the hit, and then we get stronger. You feel me? Listen, stop playing. If you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.